Now, if you love pizza and only think that you can have it for lunch or dinner, well, get ready for something extra special today, because today we're making a delicious breakfast pizza. For the recipe, we're going to use some hash browns. Now, these are just ones I bought from the supermarket that I've just defrosted. Now, you can make your own, but honestly, when it comes to breakfast, that's the one meal of the day that you really don't want to spend a lot of time on. So you can make your own hash browns if you want. I'm not stopping you, and there's plenty of recipes out there. But for this quick and easy recipe, we're just going to use some pre-made hash browns that I've just bought from the shops. And depending on the size of the family, it really comes down to how much you want to make. But I'm just going to use a standard springform pan. And with our defrosted hash browns, this is going to make up our pizza base. So we can just easily crumb them in. Now, I've also seen that you can buy crumbed hash browns instead of the full ones like I'm using here. So it's up to you if you want to buy the crumbed version, which honestly would probably be a bit easier, but really makes no difference. I think it's pretty much the same. They're still going to crumb up, and you can still form your pizza base very easily, just like so, because these just will, as you can see, they're crumbed up anyway. So you buy the crumbed version, you buy the pre-fabricated version, makes no difference. So we're just going to do this just to make up our breakfast pizza base. And for this springform pan, I'm just using 6 hash browns. I think that should be enough. And just make sure we have complete coverage, pushing it down, just so we have this rough base, just like this. Just push it down, make it all nice and even. Okay, so once we've done that, that's very simple. That's your base done right there. That's how simple it is. So we're going to place this into a preheated oven at 200 degrees Celsius or about 400 degrees Fahrenheit for about 25 minutes. And once it's just cooked, it's just started to go brown, it means it's ready. Okay, so while our base is in the oven, we're going to work on our toppings. So for this, I'm going to use, say, 3 eggs, but you can use more or less. It also depends on the size of the pizza and how much you like on top. And I'm just going to add, just say, a dash of milk. And I'm just going to season it just with a little bit of salt and pepper. And simply give it a good whisk. And you can add anything else that you want. Say you want to add some chives or something like that. Just do it to the flavour that you like. Get that one yolk to break up, would be nice. There we go. Okay. Just so we have a nice scrambled egg consistency. Okay, so next I've got a fry pan on the stove on a medium to high heat. So just give it a quick grease just with some cooking spray oil. And next I have some bacon. Now this is diced up bacon. Now I bought the diced up bacon just from the deli section. Otherwise you can just buy your own bacon and dice it up yourself. It's really up to you. And we're just going to cook this over this medium to high heat just for a couple of minutes, just till we get a nice cooked through and slightly crispy consistency. Okay, so once our bacon is cooked to just our liking, just take it straight off the heat. Okay, so I've just returned our fry pan to the heat, and I've also lowered it down to a medium to low heat. We don't want to burn the eggs. So just place our scrambled eggs onto the pan, and once on, we're going to raise the temperature up to a medium, and just with a spatula, just start slowly pushing the eggs to the side like so. Now you're going to have some dark bits in here. That's only because I'm using the same pan that I had the bacon in, so that's no issue. If you like that clean look, use a clean pan if you like. But I still want to keep that bacon flavour in with the eggs, just so it sort of mixes in. It really does add a nice extra touch of bacon flavour. But again, if you want to keep it clean, use a clean pan. So we're just going to keep moving these eggs around, otherwise they can burn. Now also, as a side note, you can also add any other ingredients to this. Say if you want to add some mushrooms, for example. It comes down to personal taste, what you like to have for breakfast. So mushrooms, capsicum, or bell peppers, as you like to call them. Anything that you like can go on this pizza that you have for breakfast. So it won't take too long, should only take a couple of minutes just to scramble these eggs. Again, just make sure you start it at a low temperature and raise it up to a medium. That way you're not burning the eggs straight away. You get a nice, fluffier and better consistency of scrambled eggs. Now, as you can see, they're all coming together now. Not runny. Okay, so once you see this, once you get to this point where it's still slightly damp, as so, slightly moist, that's when you want to take it off. You don't want to cook anymore because the eggs are still going to keep on cooking for another minute or so. So I'm going to take these straight off the heat. Okay, with them off the heat, just move them around a little bit more. As I said, take them off before they start to go completely dry. Otherwise, you're going to have overcooked scrambled eggs. So once you get to this stage, all you have to do now is just wait for the base to be ready. Okay, so our base is out of the oven. As you can see, it's just starting to go brown just on the outside there. That means it's pretty much ready. Now this part is completely optional, but I like to have a little bit of sauce with mine. Being a pizza, you do kind of want a base sauce, so I'm just going to add just some barbecue sauce. You don't have to cover the whole thing. I'm just going to dollop just little bits around, just like so. And next I'm going to add on our scrambled eggs. Next we're going to sprinkle on our diced up bacon. And also mushrooms if you choose to use those as well. Or any other topping, of course. And what pizza wouldn't be complete without some cheese? Now use any cheese that you like. You can even use pizza mozzarella cheese, but I'm just going to use some shredded tasty type cheese. And once done, simply place it back into the oven at the same temperature for about 5 minutes, give or take, just until the cheese is nicely melted. And there we have it, our deliciously simple and easy breakfast pizza. Literally takes just a few minutes of preparation, which is what you want for breakfast. And while it's in the oven, you can get ready for work or school. Then come back out, add your favorite toppings, a couple more minutes, and it's ready for breakfast, and it's absolutely delicious. So it's got all those flavors that you love for breakfast. It's got those hash browns, it's got the bacon, eggs, some melted cheese, and even some barbecue sauce if you choose. And don't forget, you can also add your own little extra touches to it, for example, mushrooms, or whatever else you like to have for breakfast. So it's certainly not the wholesome type of breakfast you want to have every day, but as something different now and then, as a treat, as something special, give this a go every now and then because it tastes simply delish.